seasoned media practitioner.
Paul, please.
MCs are involved.
It is unacceptable for you to just throw outside allegations.
How can you say that? How can you say that when some judge said that Akufo-Addo was involved? Did he have evidence? How can you even say that? How can you ask me for evidence?
Throw away your many years of media
people have said presidents was involved.
Journalists in this country on the web or allegations.
What is the allegation? What is the allegation?
Come on, don't do this.
Here people have been in opposition and mentioned important government figures as being involved in Galamsey. The Ghanaian people followed you. The Ghanaian people.
What was your position?
The Ghanaian people's position is more important than mine. The Ghanaian people, the Ghanaian people agreed with you or voted for you. You said you can do it in 1 week. President comes and says, God is giving us money. God is giving us money. God is giving us money.
I'll come to the two of you.
So if I go low,
no, Hamza,
myself and you are senior. So if I go low, it's an invitation for you to go low.
It's okay. So you don't.
Absolutely
so
not.
don't accept it. But to the substantive, the fight against illegal mining. The question is that why are we not protecting or preserving the environment? From the time the new government took office up to now, the truth is that so much has been done during the period under review. But if you look at the menace of illegal mining properly, from where I sit, I mean, for the fact that I get to sit in meetings, hear the security briefings and all of that, I think we have come to a point where we have to, as a matter of necessity, I want to use the, construct it properly. I think we need to, I don't want to say take politics away from the fight against illegal mining, because when you do that, you cannot.
We
will not allow you to.
When you do that, but I can say it. When you do that, it would seem as though I mean, in the past there was politics. Now we are asking for the politicization should go.
But that's the truth.
But the truth of the matter is that if you look at the reason illegal mining still continues to fester, it's because everybody is involved.
Yeah, you've always known this when you're in opposition.
When I say everybody is involved, I mean to say specifically that there are journalists who are
I am not involved. Are you involved?
Yes, there are journalists, a lot of journalists involved. Yes, there are journalists involved.
But how do they get involved? They act on the ground, or they don't report, or they cover it up?
I'll give the details. So there are journalists involved.
Very important.
There are pastors involved.
Regional ministers.
There are imams involved.
Regional ministers are more important than the pastors and journalists you are mentioning. Regional ministers are involved. DCs are involed.
I mean, across both
journalists.
Everybody.
Journalists.
Everybody
you don't have evidence to suggest that regional ministers are involved.
Does he have evidence that journalists are involved?
Yes, I do.
Of course. Seasoned media practitioner.
Paul, please.
MCs are involved.
It is unacceptable for you to just throw outside allegations.
How can you say that when some judge said that Akufo-Addo was involved? Did he have evidence? How can you even say that? How can you ask me for evidence?
Throw away your many years of media.
People have said presidents was involved.
Journalists in this country on the web or allegations.
What is the allegation? What is the allegation?
Come on, don't do this.
Here people have been in opposition and mentioned important government figures as being involved in Galamsey. The Ghanaian people followed you. The Ghanaian people.
What was your position?
The Ghanaian people's position is more important than mine. The Ghanaian people, the Ghanaian people agreed with you or voted for you. You said you can do it in 1 week. President comes and says, God is giving us money. God is giving us money. God is giving us money.
I'll come to the two of you.
So if I go low,
no, Hamza,
myself and you are senior. So if I go low, it's an invitation for you to go low.
It's okay. So you don't.
Absolutely
so
not.
Don't accept it.
I hold enormous respect for you.
It's okay. I'll come back to you.
Commentary of this nature.
Hamza, I'll come back.
Some of us
Hamza, he's
to ask serious questions.
Paul is quiet. Please be quiet. No, come on, don't join. Don't join.
Why is it needless?
No, come on. I don't want to.
He mentioned journalists, and I will defend journalists. Because I'm senior, I will defend journalists as well. How can you tell me journalists are involved in Galamsey? Journalists. What power do journalists have? What power do journalists have?
Which citizens who are engaged in it, what power do they have?
Hamza,
please, let the citizens are empowered by politicians.
Oh, so journalists cannot be empowered.
So you should show us.
Journalists cannot be empowered.
No journalist by his training will do Galamsey. No journalist will do Galamsey. No journalist will do Galamsey. No journalist. Mention them. mention them.
That you will not do it doesn't mean that other journalists will not.
No journalist will do it.
Can we have alleged to have been involved in Galamsey?
I don't want to take a break. I don't want to take a break.
Who is doing well in the
Hamza.
No journalist. Name them.
Senior, you will know that.
Hamza, it's okay.
No journalist. Name them. Paul, name them.
Paul, it's okay.
You have said journalists. Name them.
Paul, I'll ask him to name them. You see, you mentioned imams, you mentioned pastors. Are there some that have been prosecuted? Can you mention specific instances of journalists? Back to the point I was making. I'm saying that
You're saying everybody's involved.
Please hold on. The complicity is effectively widespread because ordinarily, normally we've been saying the narrative, the rhetoric has been that it's the politicians who are enabling the illegal mining and all of that. But I'm saying that now, based on information, verifiable ones for that matter, when you go into the cracks of the issue, you realize that almost everybody is complicit. And when I mentioned journalists, Paul is obviously offended. But here is the point. Look,
can you mention one journalist that you found?
There are times where maybe in some communities, NIMOS goes on an operation. Excavators are seized. The people who sit and then write petition come to the NIMOS offices to come and ask for the excavators to be released and those who have been arrested to be spared and all of that. Sometimes I'm saying that there are bishops, there are imams, there are journalists. It's everybody. It's a national thing. So when I say journalists are involved, it is not to, as it were, maybe mischaracterize the journalism profession. I'm also a journalist, but I'm saying that everybody is.
Half of them means that they are also complicit.
No, but otherwise, why are you pleading on their behalf? If people have been arrested for doing wrong, why would you come in and then be making interventions?
So it's not as if journalists go and dig the pit, but you are saying there's complicity because either active or inactive.
Exactly, and even some of them actually. Of course, in some investigations, you realize but you don't have names to mention, do you? There are so many names to mention, but can you mention certainly not on this platform and not here.
Why not?
Because
are they not in prosecution?
No, for matters like this, you would want to investigate thoroughly. But the overarching point I'm making.
Did you find any ministers in all the complaints you've had? Any minister, either regional or any cabinet minister involved in Galamsey?
Well, think about it this way. Everybody at all levels is involved in one way or the other.
So the president is involved.
So think of
So
Galamsey.
The president is involved?
No, think of Galamsey across.
How can he stand up?
Think of the journalist.
No, he has said he will not mention. He has said he will not mention. No, he said.
I'm a journalist. I walk down the road here in Tesano. They see me. Hey, that's one of the journalists.
No.
Catch him. What I'm saying. The journalist is called Kofi Bedu. They say, oh, this is Paul Adom Otchere. It's not Kofi Bedu.
Paul Kofi here is a journalist.
I'm a journalist too. So
he has explained.
No, you can't say journalist, which refers to a definite group of people.
But he has explained. He said that when they arrest people, some of the people come begging for their release.
Civil society has been talking about name and shame for the last 5 years.
I've asked him,
as part of our anti-corruption drive. He will not name and shame. No, that is wrong. He should then withdraw the journalist. No, if he can't name, he should withdraw it.
No, I'm not going to.
The other day, Akufo-Addo was speaking to chiefs. The chiefs were in the room in 2017 in his Galamsey Deba, where following from that, he actually banned it in 2017, banned it, and he came back in 2018. Akufo-Addo told them in the room that some of you are here. Some of you are, can I finish? Some of you are in Galamsey. He told them in the room. So you come to a platform like this and name identifiable groups, pastors, chiefs, journalists. Name one of them. You say I can't name. That's really unfair. That's certainly unfair.
So if I don't mention the names of the chiefs in that,
that's a question to you.
No, Umaru, please. We need to know.
You hold on. I'll ask him. So Paul, when the president mentioned this in the big room, as you said, did he mention any of the chiefs there?
He took an action. His point was that
he said all of
you, he's the president, commander-in-chief, as they said. He said, all of you, Nananom, I know some of you are involved.
He didn't mention
It's still public. The record is still public. Then he said, as a result of that, I am going to ban it. And he did.
So he didn't mention.
He didn't mention. Okay, but these are chiefs.
I
was okay with him banning it, taking the presidential action to ban it. Pakwesi has information that is within his knowledge. He is not the president. He is not the commander-in-chief. He has information within his knowledge. He comes on to.
This is very tangential.
Okay, so you are happy that journalists are named. Journalists are said to be doing Galamsey, but we won't name them. You are happy with it,
I am sad.
And you believe it that journalists are involved. Do you believe it?
It's a possibility.
Paul and Hamza.
It is a possibility. It is a possibility. You know that.
Umaru, I think we have veered off. The actual point I wanted to make, all right, or the real point I want to put across is that as of now, in our national life as a country, regarding the fight against illegal mining, the involvement is across all spheres. Everybody, I may want to put it that way, is involved. And let's not focus on specific individuals. People from the religious community, media, politicians across board. And so because we have gotten to, that level of...
it's always been like that. Before election 2024, it was like that. I'm sorry about that. But the thing is saying it's always been like that. Let's not be hoodwinked into thinking that something has changed. Galamsey has been across board, and they said it's a Akufado's problem. It can be solved within 1 week. I'm sorry.
When I give you your time,
please, thank you very much. Please, we will solve it within 1 week. Politics.
Proceed.
Right. So I'm saying, due to the wide spread complicity, the interventions alone, as of now, are not enough. Look, if you were to, for example, NIMOS has started its nationwide deployments, permanent nationwide deployments to all the relevant flashpoints. But sometimes NIMOS goes on the fields, and you see that the locals themselves are not even interested in NIMOS coming to curb the menace. So the point we are making is that because of how it has become, we've gotten to a place where it should now be an issue of conscience. And I'm saying it very, very honestly. Even enforcement may not necessarily give us the kind of results that.
So you want the fight to be a moral one now, not a legal one?
Yes, because
that will not succeed.
No. You see, the reason
emergency.
Paul, you are being
state of emergency. Do it.
No, Akufado did not do state of emergency.
He banned Galamsey.
No,
but that's what
he did.
Where did he?
No. He banned it.
No, I'm saying but there was no state of emergency. Everybody proceed.
If he didn't, he took an action.
It's the same as a state of emergency.
Yeah, but the action he took has not been taken. You have not reached that threshold. President Muhammad says God is giving us monmoney.
Paul and Kamaldeen. Please proceed.
You right now.
Please proceed.
Proceed. Is here. There's AI.
Proceed.
Yes. So I'm saying basically that yes, there is enforcement. I mean, from NIMOS and the rest of the interventions that we are rolling out. But we need to come to a place where all of us would, as a people, you see the way when COVID came, you realize the national approach to COVID. I mean, all of us saw it as a threat, and then we all rallied,
That's not what happened. We put soldiers on the street and prevent people from going out.
But I'm saying that
it wasn't the
but collectively, as a people, we saw COVID as a foreigner that was affecting us.
No, there were people who.
March 2017, Akufado placed a nationwide ban on small-scale mining in March 2017, later extended to halt Galamsey whilst reforms were rolled out.
But is that a state of emergency?
Ban.
Do we have that today? No, you said
yes. But we do have that today. I said state of emergency, but it is a ban.
No,
so it's a ban. Do we have a ban today?
I will respond to it.
No, do we have a ban?
It's okay. When I come back to you,
but if you say we don't have a ban,
don't be distracted. Don't be distracted.
I'm not distracted. I just want to make
you don't have a ban. Hamza, you can.
No, but don't present the ban as a certain magic wand that automatically is going to transform our fortunes. Because in any case, when the ban was placed, why did it transform our fortunes?
No, it didn't change anything.
It didn't.
It was lifted.
So don't present it as a certain magic wand.
Just for the record,
that automatically
the first media house, as I remember it, which started the fight against Galamsey, is CTFM, which I belong to. In 2017, we started the Stop Galamsey Now. 3 years on, our general manager Bernard Avle sat on radio and said the fight that was declared by the Akufado administration had been lost. So that was our position as a media house, that the Akufado administration, which joined the fight in 2017 when we launched, failed to fight Galamsey. That is the official position on our media house. Please proceed.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm just saying, in addition to the brute enforcement, we need to come to a place where, as a country, we all begin to reason out the issue from a place of conscience. Because yes, the interventions, through NIMOS are ongoing. There's been reformation of the licensing.
You are sounding hopeless, and I'm worried.
No, I'm not sounding hopeless. No, I'm not sounding hopeless at all.
You're sounding as if now we should all come around and pray.
No, not come around and pray. But I'm saying that all of us should be able to integrate our energies together.
When did you know this?
When did I know this?
When did you know that it was a national problem that needed national support?
Amari, it has always been. It has always been a national
problem.
No,
you put it on Akufo-Addo's head as a president at
the
time. So why are we not putting it on John Mahama's head now?
How are we not putting it on John Mahama's head?
Why are you saying that everybody is involved? We should all go like COVID. We all agree that COVID is a dangerous monster. So we didn't fight COVID that way. We put soldiers on the ground and said, don't go out within that.
I've not said enforcement is a problem. No, I'm not saying.
Why are we not enforcing?
Are there not soldiers on there? Yes, why are there not soldiers on the ground now?
I don't know.
They are. No, I mentioned that. Exactly. I'm saying that, look, if it comes to the enforcement, we are using NIMOS. There's currently the reformation of the licensing regime. Basically, we are overhauling all the regulations, concerning mining. There's also the responsible cooperative mining and skills development program, because that is supposed to take care of those who still want to mine, however, who are supposed to be doing it responsibly, and a number of other interventions. But I'm saying if you put all of this together and there is no collective will from the people for Galamsey to become a thing of the past. Forget about the intelligence drafts of interventions. You may not be getting to where you desire to be. Asking for that to be done doesn't in any way mean that, okay, we are not, as it were, we are exempting those who have to crack the whip, the president and all of that. I'm just saying that, look, all of the needful interventions to be done, but as a people too, and that is why we agree with the comment of the church. Okay, because we all know the church over
so we have failed. We agree that we have failed.
Why are you importing failure into my submission?
You said we agree with the church. The church man said we have failed.
He didn't. Why did he say
if we didn't fail, we wouldn't be doing baptism in plastic containers like he said. We should have been done it in rivers.
He didn't say failure. He didn't talk about failure.
How do you define failure?
No, but he didn't say failure. What he was saying is that because of the mass pollution, now immersion, baptism by immersion has become a challenge. That's not the same as failure.
And that's not failure.
No, but that's
what do you use to indicate? What are the key indicators for failure or success? We use the quality or the clarity in the water to say that. In fact, there were some media houses, even us involved. We used to go and fetch a bottle of water every month from one of the rivers and come and put on it. In fact, I remember my brother who was then with GTV. They would always do that and put it on. It looked like groundnut soup. We knew that the problem was bad. When you came to office, there were issues about the water now looking clearer. So if you're saying to me that a pastor cannot go and do baptism by immersion in a river body is not failure, then I don't know what we can use to measure.
If that situation is what is manifest across all communities. But indeed, we agree it's a grave issue, but it is not what is everywhere. And so we cannot say that, yes, we have failed because really that's not the situation.
So would you put hand on heart and say that since this government came into office, you have done better than the previous administration has done in Galamsey?
Oh, but the facts bear us out. And I may want to serve you the facts.
What are the facts?
So, for example, do you know that from 2017 all the way to 2024, we had a total of 10,000 hectares of land that had been completely lost, totally decimated due to the menace of illegal mining. Indeed, that is the situation that we came to meet. 10,000 hectares of land. If you were to, get a graphical impression of that, you are looking at over 9,000 standard football pitches. So imagine Accra Sports Stadium, for example, or any standard football pitch for that matter. Over 9,500 of those lost to illegal mining. That's the situation we came to meet. Then again, we came to meet a dispensation where, for a long time, excavators that were being imported into the country were not monitored. Nobody was registering them whatsoever. And that is actually what, as it were, increased the illegal mining, because the excavator scheme, nobody was monitoring them. Okay. But as I speak to you, there's a system at the Minerals Commission that is geofencing and geotracking every excavator that is imported. So if you, Umar, for example, if you decided to import an excavator into the country, after the registration process, we would now fit a GPS tracker to the excavator, and that will help us know, first of all, where you have taken the excavator to and the purpose for which you have deployed it. If at any time we are able to determine through the monitoring that, look, you say, for example, you are taking it to Kumasi, now you've actually brought it to Accra, then it means that you have to come and answer. Okay. The excavator will be immobilized in that respect.
I'll come back to you. I'm told that there's a feedback, so they'll get that fixed. Let me come to Paul. Paul, I want to hear you now. You were the one who was not happy with this